Hi, welcome to my channel and welcome to this quick overview of my top, it's supposed to be my top 5 oracle cards that I most use. And I just have a bonus one for the guardian angels. Well, actually the energy cards. I don't know which one is the bonus, but if I had to narrow it down, this does not mean that I necessarily think they're the prettiest or this or that. What I'm saying is, of my entire deck collection, and you see how I do so many close-up reviews, I have countless tarot decks and oracle decks. This is just a quick, I wanted to show you the decks and a couple of cards from each deck of the ones that I consistently use, meaning like however many decks that I have, these are the ones that are always the front of the line. I always use them consistently. I use them to round out my readings, whether it's for myself or for others. And it's just, you know, when you have those decks that you consistently use, and there are other decks out there that are spectacular and they move me incredibly and deeply for other reasons and for readings once in a while, but these are like my go-to that I use all the time. The first ones that I have to say are the Energy Oracle cards from Sandra Ann Taylor. This is a 52 card deck, 53 card deck. I have it on my channel every card, a close-up review of the entire deck. But this is an amazing deck. This shows you the energy, and I use this, you can use this as standalone oracle card and do a reading for yourself intuitively. It also comes with an amazing guidebook that, it's a thick guidebook if you can see, that goes into extensive meanings, and I have a close-up review of every card, but just to give you a quick look at the cards and why I use it. Because you can use your intuition and just do an oracle card reading for yourself. This came out recently, Broken Heart. It has all the energy that could be surrounding you at the moment. I love this energy deck. This is one of my go-to decks. I actually use it with tarot cards, so I do a full tarot card reading and then I pull the energy, and it is always on target. Like, I am amazed by the accuracy of these cards. I love how they round out my readings. So I use usually tarot cards, and then I'll pull the energy to see what the energy is around. It is a phenomenal deck. I can't say enough about it. I absolutely, so funny, this heart came up when I'm about to say I absolutely love this deck, and it's one of my go-tos. I use it almost every reading that I do. So I definitely wanted to show this energy deck. So that's that. The backs of the cards are a little weird because I try to gild it myself, and then the silver ran on the back of the cards, but I kind of just left it because I kind of liked it. But so the backs of the cards will look like this. They're beautiful, just minus the silver on the backs that you see. The silver will not be there, but a beautiful deck front and back, and it's so accurate, the energy. So fully recommend these energy oracle cards, and this is something I continuously use over and over and over again. It's like one of my favorite decks. I consistently use it. It's always in the front of the line of all my decks. The next one I want to go to, actually, I'm going down over here, is the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Say what you want about Doreen Virtue. These cards are always so on target. When I do a tarot reading and I want additional advice, I'm always pulling it from Goddess Guidance. It's always on target. I can't even begin to tell you. I don't know why, but it rounds out the reading. And so I really recommend this deck as well. And this will come, of course, with a guidebook, which you don't really need because the messages are right on the cards, but it's a very nice thick guidebook. The backs of the card will have this crown, and it's all goddesses. And the messages are right on the cards. So you can do just an oracle reading for yourself, you know, just with the cards, and they're really on target. I usually shuffle and see what falls out of the deck. Or you can use your tarot cards, do a full tarot card reading, and then pull these, and it will seriously round out your reading because it gives great advice that's directly related to your tarot cards. This deck never fails for me. Whenever you want just a little bit of additional advice to whatever your tarot card reading was, I always pull from this deck, and it's really on target. Like, I'm always surprised by it. It's never failed me. So it's like my tried and true, that whenever I want additional guidance, I pull from the Goddess Guidance, and that's from Doreen Virtue, that you can find anywhere. Then, if I feel like I want to talk to heaven, Messages from Heaven communication cards. I use these a lot on my channel. I use it a lot when I do readings, whenever I want to get in touch with, people who have crossed over, loved ones that have crossed over, spirit guides, beautiful cards on the back, big oracle cards. And the front of the cards will have a pretty image with the message right on the card, so it's very easy. I really love oracle cards that have some words right on the top, so you can just don't need to struggle with any guidebook, automatically can get the message. And this always ties up my readings really well, or you can use alone if you want to tap into your spirit guides or loved ones that have passed on. But I love the images in this deck. I love the sparkles of the light. I love doing a tarot reading and ending it with, messages from heaven, because who doesn't want to connect with your spirit guides and loved ones who've passed on? And I adore this deck, so I definitely wanted to show you this one. Again, it's messages from heaven, communication cards. I use those all the time. The next one, let's do this one. This is the Self-Love Oracle from Janet Tree, where you can buy it directly from her website. She self-published this deck. It's an amazing deck. When I got this, I immediately felt right in tune to it. It comes with a guidebook. They're beautiful gilded cards, if you can see silver gilding. All these decks, I have close-up reviews of every card. I just wanted to show you. This is all about self-love, self-care messages. After a tarot card reading, I like to pull from this deck, or if you just want self-care, self-love messages, pull directly from here. Messages are right on the bottom, and it's all about self-care, self-love, what you can do. I usually do tarot card readings and then pull from this deck with very insightful, loving, and very practical advice, I have to say too. And some of the images are landscape. And it's right in the vein of my messages that I get too. It's very loving. It's very good advice for every day. Self-care messages and self-love messages that you can just drink in. So I really love this deck. I'm so glad I found it. And I'm not even quite sure how I did. I think I was just going around. It's meant to be your energy kind of pulls you to the right cards for you. I love this Self-Love Oracle. Then I love, let's go down here now. So blessings. This was weird. I wasn't even looking for oracle cards. I was kind of buying my time in a Barnes & Noble one day at a stall for time. And it was a weird kind of day, when you just need a gift from the universe or something. And voila, I look over and here's blessings on the shelf. I love Julia Cameron. I mean, she's known for The Artist's Way. And I just loved what it said on the back. And I don't know, it was just like, I just knew it was a gift for me. So when you have one of those special moments where an oracle deck just appears in your life right when you need it, it just means something really a lot to you. It's just like a gift. Anyway, these are gorgeous cards. I knew nothing about them when I bought them, and I absolutely adore them. They're stunning images on the backs. And on the backs, it's pictures of flowers and keywords. And I find that you can pull a couple of cards for yourself, or you can also do a tarot card reading, and then it rounds out your reading as well. On the other side are full-on meanings, So, for example, freedom, it will have this whole message here. And it's really in the mindset, my oracle cards, I like to just be pumped up. My tarot card reading has already shown me the journey. I really appreciate oracle cards that just kind of put a punctuation mark to my reading, whether it's a punctuation mark of guidance or, the energy really helps me figure out and round up what's the energy around. But the rest of it is more like I want advice, I want an added punctuation mark from spirit, or an added message depending on how the reading's going. Maybe it needs more self-love. And these, to add a blessing to your reading, I mean, how lovely, and they're stunning cards. And I just feel like it was such a blessing when I found these. It was on a day I really needed it. So they have a special place for me. And for some reason, it really ties in with my readings very well. Wherever my reading is going, it kind of adds like a punctuation. And who doesn't like to end a reading with a blessing? These have a special place in my heart. So when I picked the top 5, the Guardian Angel cards from Tony Carmine Salerno, first of all, I adore him. I must have every deck on my channel, close-up review of him. One day, when I have time, I'll do a video just on his collection because I love his artwork. I love what his messages are so deeply loving, and I think it was the first time I actually saw outside of myself, like in cards, what your soul aches for, like the writing, the artwork. It's just gorgeous. These are just it doesn't really feature his artwork as much, so that's why I just wanted to clarify that Tony Carmine Salerno has exquisite artwork, and the backs of these cards are just one picture of his artwork, but by now you could be familiar with his Oracle decks, and if not, you can surf through my channel and check out his Oracle decks. Tony Carmine Salerno, amazing artwork, amazing artist, very loving and healing, and his messages are amazing. So are his books. But I love these. They're heart-shaped cards, if you can see, and how lovely to, to get a guardian angel message at the end of your readings, or just pull a couple. If you're having a bad day, pull a guardian angel message and be instantly picked up. On the other side of it, it will say things like inner child and go into a whole message, intuition. What's interesting is when I need a pick-me-up, I can just reach in and pull a heart card, and I feel like guardian angels are giving me some love. Or you can punctuate your tarot card readings with a little guardian angel message, seriously, like love from spirit almost, with these blessings, and what the message is. And they're really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what's ironic, this seems very, oh, so nice and lovely, but I have to tell you, my tarot card readings say it's very, it punctuates actually the meaning of my tarot card reading as well. So it's not just like, oh, here's a tarot guardian angel message. It tends to have real relevance to my tarot card reading that I just did as well, if I'm using it in, with a tarot card reading. And I also find if I pull a couple of cards, it's right what I need at the moment. So I really love these. They're very sweet images, but it does pack a punch. You do feel like you've been seen and heard from spirit. And I just really love these cards. And they're heart-shaped, which is unique as well. But I have a lot of his decks, and one of these days soon I'll show you. But these were my top 5 with the bonus of 1 of my most used. When I had to, people ask me, what do I use? I have so many decks, and I wouldn't even, these are the most used consistently. So like if I had to grab a bag and just shove a bunch of Oracle cards in, these would be my most used that I need, that I would use. So I wanted to put this on my channel and show you my most used Oracle decks that I've been using now, probably for like the last year especially. It's just really my go-to, which doesn't mean I don't dabble into the other ones that I show. I do. It's just these are definitely my most used consistently. Whenever I do a reading, it's like these are my punctuation marks. This is what I'm rounding my tarot card readings with. And I don't know, you find those decks that really just fit you and are in your vein, and those are your tried and true. And then you have those that you use for particular reasons or for particular seasons of your life, or you know what I mean. But these are my consistent, daily cards, Oracle cards that I would use. So definitely wanted to share them, and I'll share my tarot decks as well next. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.